Hello everyone, welcome back to Explore China, Tanzuo Zhongguo. This year will be the last video of 2020 and we will have a look at something a little bit more philosophical, and this will be something which has to do with Fojiao, so with Buddhism. And Buddhism goes back everything to Siddhartha Gautama. Siddhartha Gautama is the person who we now know as Buddha. And he lived in northern India, in ancient India, or you could say southern Nepal probably, around 563 until 485 BC. This is the time when in China there was also Confucius, Lao Tzu, and then a little bit later in Greece there were philosophers such as Plato, Socrates. Yes, Siddhartha Gautama, he got enlightened and then developed Buddhism and came to this Shèng, so to the Four Noble Truths, which I will explain in this video. We will not have a detailed look at Buddhism because this would take too long. So we will just go to the basics and maybe the most important part of the Buddhist teachings. And yeah, it has to do with China because during the Han Dynasty, so yeah, from 200 until 200 after Christus, as Buddhism spread into China. And it still has a big impact in China, and you can see many Buddhist temples. And yeah, so this is why it is in interest for me, and I hope also for you. So what is the Four Noble Truths? So Siddhartha Gautama, he thought that he came to the conclusion that all life is ku, so all life is suffering. So people, yeah, doesn't matter if they are rich or poor, they all suffer during the whole life. So this could be pain, sicknesses, this could be if you're poor, you don't have any chances, this could be any kinds of like cognitive or physical pains which you have. And then he said the suffering comes, this bitterness comes often due to our desires. So Ji, desires. I'm actually not sure why they have this character here for the Ji, for desires, because this would in Chinese more mean like to gather something. But yeah, because it comes from India, Buddhism, and all these things were written in Sanskrit. The translation into other languages sometimes is maybe a little bit difficult, but if you know why it's Ji, then please let me know in the comments. So Ji back here is the desire we have. So everything which we want and what we cannot reach, and the impossible dreams, they make us suffer. So the bitterness is due to the desires we have, and so we need to extinguish our desires. And the extinguishing here, I like it, the Chinese character again, because you can see Huo, which means fire, and if you put something on top here, this line, then it means extinguishing fire. So you have to extinguish your desires. And he tells us how we can extinguish these desires. He says we have to follow the Tao, so the road or this path, this way. And this way, so is the medicine to cure our suffering. And this Tao is the Ba Zheng Tao, so the eight noble paths, the eight noble way. And I will not tell you exactly what this is. I will tell you next year then, in the next episode. And yes, I think this is everything which I wanted to say here. This is just a short summary of all of this苦集灭道, so of the suffering, desires, coming from desires, extinguishing, and the way to extinguish these things is due to the Ba Zheng Dao, the Eight Noble Path. And this is what you can often see in on Buddhist temples or on Buddhist flags. This is the circle, this Eight Noble Way, this wheel. And yeah, this is also why I came to the idea to make this video, because I once saw this this wheel, and I wanted to know what is behind this wheel, and these 8 noble paths, and behind the 8 noble path is the 四谛, so the 四圣谛, the 4 noble truths. And I hoped you liked this short video here, and please write into the comments what you think, and if you can add any kind of input, I would be very thankful. Just let us know and write it down into the comments. And I hope you had a great 2020, even though we had a lot of due to COVID-19 and all the after effects of this pandemic. But yeah, let's stay positive and see you again in 2021. Goodbye.